Hey, what's up you guys, it's Ruthie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go into chapter 88 of Lost by James Patterson, so let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest you click off the video now. You have been warned. I had the whole team meet me east of Biscayne Boulevard in the parking lot between a Holiday Inn and Bayfort Park. The H and I and the first word of the motel sign had faded, had been like that for so long. Some of the street people called it all day, and it was known for cheap rooms in an expensive city. Stephanie and Chill pulled up about the same time we met next to my car. Neither of them were completely civilian clothes. Tactical pants and polo shirts covering the guns on their hips would fool most of the public, but criminal street people and other cops could always spot a plainclothes cop. Lorna Perez had to sit this deal out. She was on a 10-day leave while the shooting on the slip was investigated, standard practice in most police agencies. I'd call her earlier in the day and I could tell she wanted to be out here with us. I would have liked to have her. She'd proven how tough and tactically sound she was last night. I remembered my first shooting. Shit, I still dream about it. Excuse me. I pulled over a shitty beat-up Dodge Charger for running a stop sign. The kind of stop, it's simple. You give a lecture and let them go, unless they have an attitude. For attitude, you might give the guy a ticket, although it's not like anyone ever pays them. There's a competition in parts of Miami to see how many tickets a single person can rack up. The current record, 61, is held by a lawn service worker in Alpata. As I approached the Charger, I noticed how dark the windows were tinted. I couldn't see a thing in there. Before the alarm traveled to my brain, someone poked a Tech 9 out of the cracked open window. You've heard of an oh shit moment. I literally said oh shit as I fell back, drawing my service weapon as I went down. I don't know how many times the asshole in the car fired. I'm not even sure how many times I fired. I just pulled the trigger on my way to the ground. Forensics later found 3 slugs in a parked car and 1 in the tree behind me. The car squealed away, but 3 hours later, a 22-year-old convicted carjacker showed up at the Jackson Memorial with a bullet deep in his shoulder and a wounded left ear. The surgeon later told me it was almost a perfect circle in his lobe, like the wide-gauge ear piercings kids have. The surgeon was amused. He'd seen a lot of bullet wounds, but this was the most entertaining. Good for him, but personally, I've never found bullet wounds or gunfights entertaining. I was on leave for only 3 days before I was cleared of the shooting, but it left me shaky. For almost 6 months after that, I was nervous whenever I approached a car. It didn't help when the shooter pleaded guilty and got only a year in the county jail. There are always side effects to a shooting for a cop, and the effects are cumulative. I hoped Lorna snapped back quickly. Like any nice Cuban girl born in Miami, she had plenty of family around her, the same family that had begged her not to go into police work in the first place. I once met her father, a dermatologist who lived in Weston. He didn't seem like he would ever give up on trying to convince his daughter that it wasn't too late for her to become an accountant. I briefed Chill and Steph about finding Magda, now safe at the station with my friend Tasha watching her, and told them that Miami police had located all the other people from the container. Chill said, "What now? We can make a case against the traffickers and from Amsterdam, but it's the Russians I want to tie up in this mess. No way we can let them skate," I said. "Can't let the prick Rostov get away with shit like this." I agreed with him. "How do we find the Dutch traffickers?" Steph said. "They could be anywhere." I smiled. "We make them come to us." I grabbed a backpack from inside my car and started walking toward the Bay and Shell in Bayfort Park. I intended to let the cheap tracker and wide open sky do some legwork for us. That is the end of this chapter. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.